early modern era, I mean, arguably, they're as old as the King James Bible is, right? So, 1611 is the King James Bible. The earliest evidence we have for Christmas trees are about 100 years before that. So,
Well, and
it's
that
not we're
eventually you're also talking about a time in European history where Christianity had become the dominant faith.
Mhm.
Uh,
It's a good point. Druidism and European paganism hadn't been around for hundreds of years
yeah.
at this point, right? So, if you're going to try to hypothesize that Christians were trying to borrow pagan ideas, first of all, you'd have to point out that they even knew that those Druid pagan ideas existed, which for at this period of time, the historical records, they weren't widely available. They couldn't hop on the internet and look things up. They would have had to dig, and even if they did, I'm not sure they would have realistically found all that much from a period of time where there wasn't a whole lot of writing. Most of what we know about pagan Europe is not actually from writings, it's from archaeology. And even then, what we do know about, say, the Vikings is largely written down by the Christians who were being pillaged by them.
Mhm.
So it's unrealistic to think that the first time we do see Christmas trees or pine trees being associated with Christmas, that those are then plagiarized or kind of copycatted from pagans is during a time when paganism was not just out of vogue, but basically dead and dead for a couple of centuries.
Well, I think it's also important to recognize that you're also talking about a point in history. Again, we're so used to the modern era where societies don't take religious belief as seriously as they did back then, and the idea that you would be, a couple hundred years after a lot of these pagan societies had adopted Christianity, that they would then go back and attempt to co-opt what was considered to be pagan beliefs within their own religious ceremonies, that would have been considered heretical. So it seems like there would have been a very, very strong, not only religious, but cultural tendency to avoid adopting anything like that that would have been seen as violating your Christian faith.
Yeah, and there's just no evidence for it.